Ooh, welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick. Oh, real quick, guys. This is a 2018 Pacifica. Okay, you know we don't have the Chrysler don't have the Town and Country or the Dodge Grand Caravan anymore. Okay, those no longer exist from a brand new standpoint. Okay, they're just done making them. Now there's plenty of them out there on the road, guys. Okay, and unfortunately they have some problems with them. So mechanics, keep your knowledge on that vehicle going strong, because that van will be around a while because of how many there is out there on the road. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's start and stop. Okay, I see the big A right here. Brake is on. Now, what I'm about to do, guys, I'm about to go on a test drive. Y'all know me. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong or why it's in. There's a couple of recalls. Wow, actually, some recalls I haven't seen. 2018 Chrysler Pacifica. And I'm gonna discuss these when I get back in the shop and read up on them and find out. Because I don't know this by heart, it should tell you something. I hardly ever work on these vans. Quite frankly, they hardly ever have any problems. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there are no problems. Just I haven't seen many problems with them. That's why I'm not very familiar with them. When I work on something constantly, guys, yes, it sticks in my head. I know it by heart. In fact, you can ask me a question. I can go straight to my memory data bank and give you an answer about it. Now, here's some of the recalls on this. RRT, actually, there's a recall. Engine stop, start, no restart. I'm not sure what we got to do. That might be like a flash update. Recall V53, power steering assist. I'm aware of that one. I've done one of those. Checking ground straps on the body to make sure the ground straps are clean. Yes, this obviously equipped with electric power steering, which means anything electrical obviously will have some type of motor attached, which means some type of electrical motor requires power supply and ground, which also means that power supply and ground connection has to be on point. So if there's a loose ground connection tied in with the power steering system, yes, you could lose power steering. Now, I don't know if that's the case. I will find out. I just went over a crash course briefing with you. All right, so guys, let's go. There was one more recall, I think. Oh, something about rear view camera. Obviously, this car had, in fact, let's see. Let me go in park. Actually, let me go in reverse. Yes. So there's some kind of recall update maybe on wow, this is so sophisticated, guys. I turn the wheel. Look at that. Technology at its best. All right. Enough playing around, guys. What I'm about to do is, one of the complaints is, of course, it's in for the recall, but they also want an alignment. All right, guys, we're gonna talk about alignment. Let me take a quick break right quick. Make some adjustments, seatbelt and all that stuff. Hold tight, guys, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, let's talk about alignment before I get on the road. Okay, guys, I'm a big advocate. Test drive, okay? Before you do anything, especially front end alignment. This customer's in for a front end alignment. Before I touch anything suspension related on this car, I want to get a feel for the suspension. I want to get a feel for where the alignment's at based off driving, because technically I do not know if she have a problem or she thinks she have a problem. They don't say pulling to the left or pulling to the right. They simply says alignment is in for an alignment. So that could merely be an adjustment, all right? Or that could be merely an upsell. Sometimes service advisors will upsell alignments. That's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. I personally don't have a problem with anything. It's just that, now what do I check when I'm driving? Guys, I'm driving, but there's no traffic on the road, so don't dog me out about driving while filming. What I'm looking for while I'm driving before my alignment, how straight is the steering wheel? As you can see, this steering wheel is straight. I let the steering wheel go to see if it pulls any. There's obviously no pulling left or right. So what that tells me is she was merely either upsole in alignment or she was told right around a certain mileage interval, you should get your alignment checked. I have no problem with neither. That is what I'm about to do. Okay, alignments. So when I hook up the machine, guys, I shouldn't see nothing out of the ordinary. That's the advantage of checking things out before you do anything. It's just like brake rotors. How many of you guys turn rotors, resurface rotors? Okay, if you test drive a car before you resurface a rotor and you step on the brake at highway speeds or high speeds and you don't feel any shake, okay, absolutely none. So that gives you an indicator the rotors are not warped. Then you go and perform the brake job. You set your rotors up to get turned and the rotor is wobbling. Okay, now use your memory bank. Remember that you just drove this car and there was no vibration while braking. What that should tell you at this point, ladies and gentlemen, is you obviously have the rotor hooked up to the machine wrong. Okay, that rotor should not be spinning on the machine wobbling, especially if you didn't feel any kind of wobble while you was driving. Okay, so readjust the way you have the rotor set up. Okay, because obviously you have a cone wrong, something is not right. The connection is not right. Same thing with an alignment. I should not see anything out of the ordinary on my readings because, quite frankly, during my test drive, everything was okay. Now, guys, one last break, guys. I'm gonna take another break. I'm gonna tell you about this one last complaint she's complaining about that I will address. So hold tight, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Now, this is a complaint that can be a little misleading, guys. She's complaining about the AC is not cold enough. All right, guys, think about that word for a second, enough. Obviously, we all want our AC performing max cooling. We want our vehicle to dish out the coldest temperature possible. And that's just the way we are as human beings, guys. That's not a problem. That's not wrong. That's not good. It can go either way. That's just what we want to feel. The car to produce the coldest temperature possible. Now, from what I feel, and I'm driving right now with the AC on, I feel normal AC cooling based off, and this is a big factor, guys, based off the temperature outside. Okay? Now, you can or you still should expect max cooling no matter the temperature outside, but it's not gonna always happen like that, guys. Sometimes reality you have to sit in. If it's 110 degrees outside, okay, sure, your AC is not gonna be producing 60 degrees inside, okay, or 50 degrees or whatever degrees you're used to because it wasn't as hot outside. So outside temperature can play a major role in how well your AC cool, but that doesn't indicate a problem. That doesn't mean there's a problem. It's just your AC working extra harder. It's trying its best to get you your desired temperature. It's just unable to do that because it's so freaking hot outside, and a lot of things factor in when that happens, guys. So we got to be realistic, guys. If this is the case, sometimes you have to fix the customer because there's nothing wrong with the car. So instead of trying to fix the car, fix the customer. Explain to them. Now, I will check when I get back in the shop. I will check for any kind of, everything is computerized, guys. This HVAC system is computerized. So I will monitor or take a look at the HVAC system, see if there's any fault codes. It may be some upgrades to the AC system that will produce even cooler AC. So I don't know, but I will not know until I get it inside. But guys, that was a quick test drive, and I chit-chatted with y'all the way through. So what I'm gonna do, where we at? Oh, we coming up on a nice little red light. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to chit-chat with you guys, man. Some of this stuff, let some of this stuff sink in, especially the part about test driving before and after. I may have left off the after part, but guys, dealing with alignments, always test drive before and after. And you all know, or you should know, you don't just jump on an alignment rack and start hooking up equipment and start doing alignment. Guys, the front suspension have to be inspected before doing anything. I'm sure you guys know that. Now, Some of us get laid back or lazy on that part because we pretty much dealing with brand new cars. So the likelihood of the suspension being loose or out of whack is unlikely. But you still should never get in the habit to where you're not checking your suspension components before you perform an alignment. Doesn't matter how new of cars environment that you work on. This stuff still need to be checked. I slip up sometimes. It's a brand new car. This is a 25, 30,000 mile car. Ain't nothing wrong with the suspension. Just do the alignment. But just check the alignment. Because I have a whole theory on alignment, guys. I don't want to get into on this video, or that would make this video 20 minutes long. So I am now back at the dealership, guys. Let me go let this up in the air. Take a crash refresher course on these recalls, because again, I do not know them by heart. And I got a lot of work to do, guys. That's all I have. Thanks for listening to me vent. No, I don't think it was venting. I just wanted to chit chat with you guys and put something in your ear. Put a bug in your ear. You young guys are thinking about getting into this stuff. It's not easy, but it's not hard. And obviously, you can make a decent living at it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I tend to get in trouble when I put numbers to that amount. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You can earn a decent living working on cars, guys. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.